Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another video. My name is BN, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about what we usually talk about, of course, is the market. The market is still pumping and everything's going up. And I just want to say this, man. If you haven't got into the whole cryptocurrency space right now, I don't know what you're doing. You need to get in right now. Um, Not tomorrow, not the day after, right now. The market is pumping, and I think this market is going to keep going up. Obviously, we have the Bitcoin halving coming up in April of next year. So that is definitely a big deal. See, a lot of people don't understand that after the halving, historically in with Bitcoin, after the halving, the market goes up like ridiculously. I guess it's hard to predict when exactly after the halving we have that uptrend, but usually after the Bitcoin halving, the market starts to go up, and Bitcoin actually leads the process, right? It starts to go up because everyone is FOMOing, everybody's so concerned that, hey, well, I need to get a piece of Bitcoin or I need to get a fraction of Bitcoin, because the scarcity of Bitcoin is becoming more relevant, right? Uh, the halving, for some of you who don't know, is the computer model of Bitcoin, how Bitcoin operates. Um, the system was actually set up in a way where every 4 years, the incentivizing supply of Bitcoin into the market, new Bitcoin comes in through the process of mining. That incentives that miners actually get is cut into half. So I always talk about like nowadays, right now, I think there's about 900 Bitcoin produced every day. After the Bitcoin halving of 2024, it's going to be only 450 Bitcoin produced every day. So Bitcoin obviously has a deflationary component to it. So that is one of the driving forces when it comes to like the market going up because everyone is trying to get more Bitcoin. And then what happens? Bitcoin price goes up very high. And obviously people take profit, while altcoins, which is other cryptocurrency projects, remains cheaper. So folks at some point during the bull run, they start to sell their Bitcoin in order to buy cheaper altcoin. Then we see the uptrend of altcoins. Some of those crypto projects starts to go up like crazy because all the money from Bitcoin is coming into this project. Um, But this is going to be going on, guys. I don't know if it's going to slow down. I literally predict Bitcoin to hit probably $200,000, um, probably before, or maybe they're having, before they're having this next year at April-ish. So I know it's a very huge prediction, and this is not financial advice, but I'm just saying, like, with the big money that's coming into this whole space, like, BlackRock is popping in, the guy ETF is coming in, and all these massive hedge funds that have ridiculous amount of money, they're all coming into this market, and they're trying to get a fraction of the market. Um, it's really hard because with regulations and there's not a whole lot of clarity with regulations. So most of those huge financial institutions, they have to sit on the sidelines. And you and I, this is where we have the advantage to actually accumulate pieces of Bitcoin because the big money can't really get in right now. They have to get some sort of clarity, some sort of like you can go ahead and use the government has to provide clarity that they can go ahead and use um, investors' money, because if you're a hedge fund company, you can't just go take investors' money and put it into some asset that doesn't really have regulatory clarity or some sort of like um, you know, approval from the government, right? So you don't want to do that. So all these companies have been waiting for that to happen. And we are getting close to that time right now where people are getting the approval and it's becoming more relevant that Bitcoin is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And just for you as a regular person, this is where you're supposed to take advantage. You go in and get a fraction of a Bitcoin. You don't need to get a whole lot. Just get a little bit that can kind of take you for maybe in the next few years. Just hold on to it and see what happens. If it goes up, cool. If it doesn't go up, fine. You don't have to sell the farm. You don't have to sell your house. You don't have to do a garage sale. Well, you can do a garage sale. Just in Minnesota right now, you can't really do a garage sale because it's super cold. So Maybe you can do a garage sale in places like Texas and other area where the weather is a little bit nicer, and take that money and put it into Bitcoin because you would not regret this. The world has always had a problem with maintaining wealth. It's been really difficult. Even folks that have so much money, they have to figure out a way to retain that wealth for their generation to come. And it's really difficult because we live in an inflationary system. And the system is inflationary. What happens is you're technically losing money on your wealth every single year as inflation goes by. So you have a lot of money, but the money is not worth anything because the money is being printed out, and the printing of the money is not really backed by productivity. So Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation, a hedge against confiscation, a hedge against um, it puts you in charge of your own finances, right? And a hedge against bank runs, which could be a potential issue that's going to be coming with the economic system right now is set up in a way where the banks will definitely fail. And it's not something that I pray for, but it's logically something that's going to happen. You know, that these are like financial laws, these are economic laws. And these big, massive banks have been going against the financial economic laws for many, many years. Um, I'm not concerned about all these people. I'm concerned about regular people like you. And this is the reason why I make YouTube videos. This is the reason why I talk to people about Bitcoin and buying not just Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrency project and maximize their profit and ultimately take that profit and put it into Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is going to be definitely your hedge. You can't take your house with you if it comes to, if you have to leave, you can't take uh, a bag of gold with you because it's so heavy. You can take a Bitcoin with you and nobody will even know. So that's the, you see, that's the benefits of Bitcoin. You can take it with you and no one will even figure out you have it, except, you go and tell someone you have it. Even as that, the person can't confiscate it because they don't know how to get access to it, right? When it comes to a bag of gold, they can take your gold because they know where it's at. And even if they don't know where it's at, they can find it. And you can't really move it. You can't put your house on a U-Haul box if something happens in your country and you want to move to another place. You can't do that. So this is the future. And finances and the financial system has never been in that position where you have that autonomy to be able to uh, take your wealth with you places. So don't sleep on this thing. We slept on so much. We slept on all the innovation in the past decade and decade and a half. So Bitcoin is one of those things you want to definitely look up to. I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but I'm a Bitcoin maximalist, technically. I like other cryptocurrencies too, like Stellar. I like XRP. It's a nice project. I like Cardano. I like Vechain, and I also like Ethereum. Ethereum is a really good project. So Ethereum might go up like crazy, super high, and because Ethereum is solving a fundamental problems, and Ethereum as a layer one blockchain is actually one of the most prominent blockchain in the space that most other cryptocurrencies are actually built on the Ethereum platform. Ethereum is like YouTube, right? Everybody make videos on YouTube. And obviously, there are businesses on YouTube, there are businesses commercials, and there's TED Talks, and everything is on YouTube Music, all of that. There's so many sectors of businesses that are built on YouTube. So YouTube is like the platform, Ethereum is like that platform. Cardano is like that too. It's kind of like that layer one platform where things are built and constructed on. Um, so guys, if I don't want to kind of go into too much details, but you have to start thinking about things like that. You have to start thinking about how do you submerge yourself into this whole digital age and figure out, how to stay ahead of a lot of people. And it's not easy. It's going to take a lot of learning. There's going to be a lot of mistakes, but hey, that's how it works. You pay your dues. That's just how it is. Um, Anyways, thank you so much for coming and listening to this short video. I'm not a financial advisor, but I encourage you to do your own research. Also, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. This channel has been growing, and I think the message is getting out there, and I really appreciate all of you for being a part of this conversation and being a part of this discussion. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.